A very good morning, my dear students of class 6. Today in biology we are going to take chapter 3, that is the cell, and this is the fifth part of this chapter. The topics which we are going to cover are plastics and the types of plastics and their functions. And the last one will be differences between plant and animal cell. So these are chloroplast and chromaplast. These are the types of plastics. And then we'll be learning about difference between animal cell and plant cell. This is very, very important for your class. So let us recapitulate what we did in the previous class. We were talking about various cell organelles, the structure of cell. So first what we did was we studied about the cell membrane. So this is the one, the boundary of the cell is called cell membrane. The picture shown here is animal cell. Then you have got the cell wall. If it's a plant cell, you can see one more wall around it, and that is cell wall. Nucleus, which is the control center of the cell. Cytoplasm, the jelly-like structure which is there filled inside the cell. And cell organelles. In the cytoplasm, we have got many things. As you can see here, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, vesicles. Okay. Here you have got mitochondria, ribosomes, etc. All these are called cell organelles. So in this cell organelles, we already completed endoplasmic reticulum. I told you these are the pipelines of the cell. Ribosome, small structures which are found freely like this, or else they are with the endoplasmic reticulum, making it rough-walled endoplasmic reticulum. Mitochondria, these are the ones, powerhouse of the cell. Singular is mitochondrion. Golgi bodies, similar structure like endoplasmic reticulum. We have got Golgi bodies, Golgi apparatus. In plant cell, a similar structure is there, which is known as dictyosomes. Lysosomes, a very funny and strange name is given to it. Suicide bags of the cell. The function of lysosome is to do the digestion, but sometimes it starts digestion the other cell organelles, and that is why it is called suicide bags of the cell. Last one, centrosome, we studied. So here it is, centrosome with two centrioles, and this helps in the cell division, plays a very important role in cell division. So all this we have already finished. So whatever is left, we will be doing it now. So first is plastids. Now these plastids are found only in plant cell. They are not found in animal cell. These are found in plant cells only. These are found in cytoplasm in the form of oval, spherical, disc-shaped structure. The organelle manufactures and stores pigments. So here you have got different colors, colored pigments. There are basically three types of plastids. They are chloroplast, chromoplast, and leucoplast. So plastids are of three types. Chloroplast, you must be very much familiar with this. It has got a green pigment called chlorophyll, and because of this only the plants get the green color, the leaves and other portions. Chromoplast, this is the colored plastid other than green. Leucoplast, it is a colorless plastids. So in detail we will be studying about all these three types of plastids. First is chloroplasts. Chloroplasts contain green color pigment, and that is called chlorophyll. They are also known as the kitchen of the cell. I have already told you many cell organelles are there. They are given a name so that you will understand them better. For example, nucleus is called control center of the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum, pipelines of the cell. Maybe cell membrane or plasma membrane, you can say boundary of the cell. Same way, chloroplast is also called the kitchen of the cell. Now what happens in our kitchen? Your mother prepares the food for you. Same way here also the food is manufactured for the plant. That is why they are called kitchen of the cell. They trap solar energy, energy which comes from the sun. They trap solar energy and convert into chemical energy which is utilized by the plant of food for the plants during a process which is known as photosynthesis. So this green color pigment, chlorophyll, plays a very vital role in photosynthesis because this is the one which traps the solar energy. They are responsible for imparting green color to the leaves. So first this is the chlorophyll, green color pigment, and chloroplasts are called the kitchen of the cell and it imparts green color to the leaves. The leaves look green because of this chlorophyll. So they are there in the leaf and other portions which look green. Other parts of the plant where they are found, they look green. Structurally, chloroplast consists of two regions called grana and stroma. So let us see the structure of chloroplast. So this is the internal structure as well as the external also of chloroplast. So it is a double membrane structure. All these things are not there, but still you should know. This double membrane structure, outer membrane and inner membrane. Now here you can see the stacked like structures, as if the points are piled and kept together. So this is called grana. Singular is grana, and on this we call it stroma. So there are two regions, grana and stroma. Look in the diagram. So this is the grana. The coin looks like they are piled up. So grana and stroma. This is the ground substance. We call it stroma. Now the next one is chromoplast. Should be very, very careful when you pronounce this too. Chloroplast is green. And chromoplast could be red, orange, yellow, any other color. Chromoplasts contain color pigment except green. So they don't have green, but they have what? Other colors as yellow, red, orange. So here you can see the chromoplast, which is a colored pigment. They are found in fruits and petals of the flower. The fruits, they look colorful as well as the flowers. The petals of the flowers, they look colorful. Different colors are there. Red, orange, yellow. Okay. So these chromoplasts are responsible for imparting color such as red, yellow and orange to flowers and fruits. Now let us see that. So these are the flowers, red, yellow, they could be of any color. So this is just because of the chromoplast, and here you can see the orange and other fruits are there. All this they get color from chromoplast. Chloroplast, it imparts color to the leaves because it is green. Now chromoplast is the colored plastic, it gives color to flowers and fruits. And the last one, leucoplast. It's a colorless plastic. Leucoplasts lack any pigment, so colored pigments are not there. So they are colorless plastics. They can help in storing food prepared by plants in the form of starch, fats and proteins. So The only function it has got that it helps in storing food in the plant. So this is the diagram for Vacuoles. It is colorless. So just now we studied about plastics, types of plastics and their functions. One more is left, that is vacuoles. Now vacuoles is a fluid-filled cavities in cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm, you will see some spherical structures are there, especially in animal cell. They are called vacuoles. They also contain water. They may have food materials, waste products, or water. They are covered by a membrane called chromaplast. A single membrane is there which is called chromaplast. So vacuole is covered by chromaplast. Plant cells have more larger sized vacuoles as compared to the animal cell. If you compare the picture of a plant cell and animal cell, what you will find is plant cell has got a bigger vacuole and animal cells either they don't have vacuoles or else they have smaller vacuoles and temporary ones. Okay? Plant cells they have got large vacuole, animal cells either they don't have, if they have they are temporary and very small. So plant cells have only one large vacuole, animal cells may or may not have vacuoles. They may have, they may not have. Even if they have, it is small and temporary. The functions of vacuoles. They help in storage of food. So inside the vacuole you may have food, you may have water and other substances. They also help in maintaining the shape of the cell by making it rigid. So in the plant cell, if you see, a larger portion is occupied by the vacuole, and that's how it helps in giving the plant cell its shape. Okay? They help in excretion. They may have waste products also, and that's how they help in excretion. Now, if you compare this vacuole in plant cell and animal cell, it will be like this. Can you see these purple ones? So these are smaller compared to plant cell. So this is animal cell. Here you have what? Few vacuoles which are smaller. So they may have, they may not have. Several small vacuoles used for storage can contain nutrients, water, or it also can contain waste because they help in excretion. On the other hand, if you look at this plant cell, here you can see a large vacuole is present. One large vacuole. So single vacuole is there which is large. It is used to store water and push against the cell wall. Keeps the plant rigid. It also gives the shape to the plant. So we discussed about the vacuoles. In plant cell you have got only one large vacuole, whereas in animal cell it may have, may not have. Now differences between plant cell and animal cell. First we will see it in the diagram and try to understand. After that I will give you the table where you can see clear-cut differences between plant and animal cell. So this is animal cell, okay, and the other side you can see the plant cell. So one by one we will be discussing. Now look at this cell wall. One additional covering is there, protective covering, which is called the cell wall. This cell wall is present in plant cell, but if you look at this diagram, the animal cell, we don't have cell wall around the cell membrane, whereas cell membrane is present in both. Okay? So cell wall is present in plant cell, it is not there in animal cell. Next one, plastid. Just now we studied about this plastid. Okay? Chloroplast, chromaplast, leucoplast, all these things are there in plant cell, absent in animal cell. Now comes centrosome. So here you can see centrosome, which is located near to the nucleus. Okay? This helps in cell division. So it is present in animal cell, but it is not found in plant cell. Centrosome is not found in plant cell. Next one, you can see vacuole. Just now I showed you the difference. Here you have got a single large vacuole. Here you have got smaller vacuoles. That also depends. It may be there in the animal cell or it may not be there. The next one here is Golgi body. Here in the animal cell you can see a distinct Golgi apparatus or Golgi body. But here in plant cell, we have got a similar structure. The name is not Golgi body, it is dictyosomes. So in animal cell, you have got Golgi bodies, which is very, very distinct. Here a simpler structure is there, similar to Golgi bodies, but it is called dictyosomes. So these are the differences between plant cell and animal cell. One more difference is there, that is lysosome. Now this lysosome, suicide bags of the cell, it is present in the animal cell, whereas it is absent in the plant cell. So this way in the diagram you have already seen the differences between plant and animal cell. Now let us take the table which is given in your book. Characteristics on a plant cell and animal cell. Now this also I will show you with the help of diagram so that it will be a repetition and it will be very, very clear for you. Cell size. The size of a plant cell is larger with distinct outlines. So this is, in this picture you cannot see, but plant cells are usually larger than the animal cells. It's very distinct. The size of an animal cell is smaller with less distinct outline. So this is smaller, less distinct outline. Then comes cell wall. Plant cell has well-defined cell wall around the cell membrane. Animal cell lacks cell wall. That means it is not there. So look here. Cell wall is present, the green one, the outer boundary. Here you have got the cell membrane. Other than that, cell wall is also there, protective in nature. But in animal cell, it is not there. So animal cell lacks cell wall. Next, plastids. They contain plastids, they do not have. Here in plant cell you find plastids, chloroplast, chromaplast and leucoplast. Here we don't have. Next one we have got centrosome. So in plant cell you will not find centrosome, but in animal cell you will find centrosome. Okay, here you can see the centrosome with the centrioles, which helps in the cell division. Vacuole, this already we have done. So vacuole, large vacuole here you have got small. Plant cell, they have a large vacuole, single vacuole is there which is large. Here they have a small temporary vacuoles. That means either they don't have, if they have, it is small and temporary. They are involved in excretion and secretion in the cell. Golgi bodies. These are the simpler units also called dictyosomes. I told you in plants there is a similar body which is simple and it is called dictyosomes, not Golgi bodies. But here these are complex and prominent structures in animal cells. So let us see that. So Golgi bodies, here you can see in animal cell it is very, very distinct. Here in plant cell a similar structure is there, but it is known as dictyosomes. Last one, lysosome. So here you can see lysosome which is present in the animal cell. Plant cell, they lack lysosomes. That means lysosome is not there. They have lysosomes in cytoplasm. So animal cell has lysosome. So this was all about the differences between plant and animal cell. I think now it must be very clear because I have repeated it twice. Once only with the diagram, another one with the table which is given in your textbook. So now you can very well differentiate between plant and animal cell. Now, just for your sake, so that you can remind all these things, you can remember all these things. That is why I am giving some keywords. Look at this, you know what is it? Chloroplast. The name given to it is kitchen of the cell. So this will remind you that the food is manufactured in the chloroplast with the help of a green pigment known as chlorophyll. This is the mitochondria. Singular is mitochondrion. Mitochondria, these are also called the powerhouses of the cell because they produce energy. They provide us energy. Next we have got lysosome. I said that it has got a very strange name. Suicide bags of the cell. Under certain conditions they start digesting other cell organelles and that is why this name is given to them. Suicide bags of the cell. Here you can see in the diagram the nucleus. This is also called the control center of the cell because it controls all the activities inside the cell. And the last one, endoplasmic reticulum. These are compared to as pipelines of the cell. With this, the topic comes to an end. Stay home, stay safe, study well, and have a great day. Thank you.